I want to hear down below, what do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder's record is going to be? My hair's really weird, but let me hear if you think they're a playoff team. So enjoy the video. The Oklahoma City Thunder are a team that's supposed to be rebuilding, and I think they're surpassing expectations. Currently, as I make this video, they're beating the Nets going into the fourth quarter, and I wanted to make this video because even if they were to lose this game, which I think they're going to go out and win it, I think this is a huge turning point for this team. Because, look, I want to first off say Shai is a superstar in the making. I really do believe Shai is going to be a top 15 player, and he's going to be part of this Oklahoma City Thunder roster for a very long time. The next player that I think, well, it's two players that I really think that people kind of don't talk about. Well, it's really, they have a lot of players that I think this whole Oklahoma City Thunder team, very much reminiscent of how the Memphis Grizzlies rebuilt through the draft, and now the Grizzlies have all these talented players, and that's how they made the postseason last year. And what I really feel this year is this team, they have Lou Dort, Diallo, and they have Darius Bazley, Isaiah Roby, and just with those four guys are just such, Darius Bazley and Isaiah Roby kind of complement each other, because when Darius Bazley comes off the court, he has a guy who is very similar to him, 6'8", and athletic, who can be a very good, because older guys are really good in transition. Lou Dort, great transition player. Diallo, great transition player. They have so much athleticism on this team that it's so much fun to watch, especially with their two rookies, Theo Maledon, who I think has a chance of being better than Killian Hayes, being the best French player out of his draft class. And he continues to be I think he's a great secondary ball handler. He has a 6'9" wingspan, and he's averaging 20 minutes a game, and he's shooting about 40% from the floor and 30% from three. But what he is he's kind of like a poor man's Shai. And if Shai is a superstar, I think Theo could be a starter somewhere else in the league, but he could become this team's sixth man. Theo Maledon just being literally almost a similar build to Shai. Obviously, I don't know if their athleticism's the same, but Shai's 6'5" with a 6'11", while Theo's a 6'5", 6'9". So he could really be the Kroger brand version of Shai and be a perfect backup off the bench for him for his career, or for as long as he's on Oklahoma City Thunder. And Al Horford, I can't believe Marky Mark Daigneault, I hope I said that right, Mark Daigneault, but I call him Marky Mark just because I don't want to mispronounce his name, because I have a weird name, so I can only I understand the feeling of having your name mispronounced and not liking it. But Al Horford, yeah, he's shooting 39% from the floor, but he's kind of like giving some quality minutes at times, and I think he's being properly utilized by Mark in like putting him in like at times when he's always fresh. Like you'll see him sometimes at ends of games or during stretches of games where he just gives them quality minutes usually. But this team is a team that really, really works well on transition. That's why you're seeing guys like Roby, I said, Bazley, Diallo, Dort, and actually Pogovatsky's playing sometime, and Williams is too. But this team is a team that they get rebounds and they look to push the fast break and move well on transition. And obviously that's modern basketball. But what's so much fun about watching this is the fact that you have a team that potentially in a year could look like this. Shai at the point guard. Let's take out George Hill from this lineup and put in Diallo or Maledon at the shooting guard position, or have them flip-flopping. And then you have small forward. You have Dort being backed up by Pogovatsky or Roby. And you have Darius Bazley at the power forward position. And if you really think maybe Pogovatsky could play center, I think he's more of a small forward, power forward guy. Even though you say he's 7 foot, he plays like a shooting guard, a guard forward, and I think that's what they're going to try to do with him, just be a supersized guard forward. So I see at the center position, Bazley and Roby will be the front court with the 4 and the 5 unless they draft somebody or they move in Mike Muscala in there. But I could see literally the future being Bazley or Roby at the 4 and 5, just them two. Then Diallo and Dort at the 3 and 4. I mean, 2 and 3, and then at the 1, Shea, and then the backups would be Theo, Alexei Pokovetsky. You know, you have Kenrick Williams, who they'll probably keep. Maybe they keep Trevor Ariza as a veteran around the team, but I really like Justin Jackson, Josh Hall, Ty Jerome, and they just will have a plethora of shooting. First off, so much shooting on this team that it's ridiculous, and I think this is just a really fun team. Moses Brown could maybe work himself into the rotation. He's a guy, a high flyer. But I really like Pokovetsky. He's 7'7" with a 7'3" wingspan. And he hasn't played much this year, which I've been saying. Like, he's actually averaging 16 minutes a night. And he's been shooting 10% from 3. But he shows a willingness to shoot threes. Like, he comes out, plays 13, 19 minutes, will pop 3 3-pointers and grab a couple boards, maybe get a block out there. He's showing the rim protection ability that he can. And, you know, I really like this team. I think this team could be a really, really good contending team, a team that people be surprised by. And if we want to really be honest, is Pokovetsky has the opportunity to be one of Pokusevsky. I always forget it's Pokusevsky, not Pokovetsky. Pokusevsky. I just think he has such a high ceiling. This Oklahoma City Thunder team has such a high ceiling because I really like the idea. Shea and either Diallo or Maledon at the other guard position, and then Dort at the small forward with Bazley and Roby at the front court, or Bazley and Pokusevsky, or Moses Brown even. Like, Moses Brown obviously hasn't been playing much. He's been literally playing 4.5 minutes for them. He's literally had 3 appearances. But if you look back at his Heat appearance, he had 5 points in 6 minutes and 3 boards and a steal. He's a guy who's, I know he's on a 2-way contract, but he's a guy who's been in the league for a few years. This is his second year, and on the Blazers, he didn't really show much, and he's a guy who's 7'2". He could be a really good player who will surprise a lot of people. So I think he's somebody that definitely should not be counted out. Fun guy to watch. And I just want to hear your opinions down below. What do you think of the Oklahoma City Thunder? I think Oklahoma City Thunder could be a really good team, and they have a really good future. So I want to hear down below. And I think it's just my girlfriend just texted me. So right now it's 7 minutes left. They're up by 15. They're going to win this game. But yeah, guys, that's the video for me today. I want to hear your guys' comments down below, but that's it from me. Ooh, I'm getting an alarm. I forgot. That's funny. But yeah, all right, guys. I hope you guys have a great day, because I know I will. Till next time, guys. Waiting for this to hit 8 minutes. Peace.